In the middle contest of this three-game series against the New England Knockouts. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Kyle Chandler joining you from historic Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. And yesterday, it was an 11-6 setback for the Otters, so they dropped to 19-30 on the 2024 season. New England coming in 14-34. But you think about yesterday's game, and there were a lot of unanswered runs for New England. In fact, they had 8 unanswered runs from the third inning all the way until the top of the 8th. But Evansville did show some late life as they were able to score 5 runs in the 8th and 9th innings offensively. So it was good to see that fight out of the club, although they did not come on the right side of the win-loss column. A new day today, and we'll see what they can do against New England. Yesterday marked the first all-time matchup between these two clubs as the New England Knockouts, the new guys in the league, joining the Frontier League here this year in 2024. And so it has not been a great start, but they are not in last place anymore after yesterday's win. They have actually moved up into 7th place, surpassing New Jersey. And taking a look at the rest of the standings over in that East Division, it's real interesting because it has tightened up a lot. At the beginning of the year, it was pretty much just New York running the show. Then Quebec caught some fire, and they have bounced back and forth in the 1 spot with New York. But Ottawa and Troyes also right on their heels, and they have closed the gap. So the 4 seed just 2.5 games back of first place right now. That top half of the East Division really shrinking down the margin in between each team. But you look at the last 3 teams, Sussex, New England, New Jersey, and Sussex 17-31, the closest to the other teams in the East Division, and they are 13.5 back of first place. Sandwiched in between Troyes and Sussex's Tri-City, they are 5 games back of first place. And over on the West Division, well, Evansville has a tough schedule ahead of them. We'll get to that in just a second, but they will play some of the best teams coming up. So they really need a couple of wins here against one of the worst teams in the Frontier League in Evansville, and dead last in the West Division of the Frontier League as they trail Windy City by a half game and Florence by 2.5 games. You look all the way up to 3rd place where Gateway is. They just overtook Schaumburg for that spot, and Evansville is 8.5 games of a playoff spot. They are 13 games back of first place. So yeah, they got some work to do, but again, we'll see if they can narrow the gap here today. And taking a look at the schedule ahead for Evansville, well, they will play New England the next 2 days, tonight and tomorrow. Then they will have off on Monday. They will hit the road for 6 games, beginning a 3-game set on Tuesday against the Washington Wild Things. And then they will play the Lake Erie Crushers. So if you go back to that Frontier League standings board and you see Lake Erie and Washington in the 1 and 2 seeds, they have bounced back and forth with each other for those 2 seeds in the top spot in the West Division. So both teams playing great baseball. Lake Erie winners in their last 4, Washington winners in their last 3. Again, Evansville is going to have their work cut out for them, and it all starts here today if they can bounce back and recover from last night's loss. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting New England Knockouts, they are led by Jared Edmondson as the field manager. It'll be Austin White leading things off. He's out in center field. Jake Boone playing second base. He bats second. John Cristino, the catcher, bats third. Jalen Garcia out in left field. He cleans things up. Brady West, the first baseman, batting 5th. Ramon Jimenez, the designated hitter, batting 6th. Keegan Calero out in right field. He bats 7th. Batting 8th and playing third base is Luis Attilis. And filling out the starting 9, it is J.R. DiSarcina out at short. On the rubber, it'll be Casey Delgado, who was activated off the inactive list today, and Delgado has not pitched in quite some time. His last start was all the way back almost a month ago on June 8th against the Florence Yalls. So after taking some time off, he is back. We'll see what he does today, as the right-hander is 0-0 on the year. This is his third appearance, and he has 8 1/3 prior innings, a 3.24 ERA. Flipping the book over and taking a look at the Evansville Otters, they are led by manager Andy McCulley. Mason White, playing right field, leads it off for Evansville. Gary Mattis, the second baseman, bats second. Playing third and batting third, David Mendham. Randy Bednar, the left fielder, will clean things up. Dakota Phillips out at first base, he bats fifth. Batting sixth and a designated hitter, Justin Felix. Alec Olin playing center field, he bats seventh. Jake Green back behind the dish, he will bat eighth. Delvin Zinn, the shortstop, batting ninth. And for the New England Knockouts, it'll be Anderson Comas, the left-hander, is 0-0 on the year. This is his 7th appearance, 3rd game in the starting role, 11 2/3 prior innings with an 8.49 ERA. Well, we're going to take a step aside here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're going to take it to the national anthem, followed by today's first pitch. Don't go anywhere. This is Otters baseball coming your way next after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would you please rise for the presentation of the colors presented by the Hobby Color Guard. We ask that you remain standing until the colors have left the playing surface. And would you please remain standing as we honor America's freedom, those who now protect it, and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice with the singing of our national anthem, presented by Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, performed this evening by members of the St. John the Baptist Catholic Church Choir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's that time of the day again. Otters baseball coming your way here on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Kyle Chandler joining you here for the play-by-play. We're at historic Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. Game number 50 of the 2024 regular season. We're at the halfway point of the century mark. Hard to believe that we have already made it this far. Can only imagine how fast the second half of the year is going to go, but we still have a long ways to go before that happens. So, Evansville looking to bounce back after losing yesterday's game 11-6. The Otters come in 19-30 on the 2024 regular season. New England is 14-34. And the Knockouts have won their last 2 out of 4 ball games. They also took one against the Gateway Grizzlies. They put up a lot of runs in that series against Gateway. They displayed that offensive pop yesterday as well. We'll see how the Otters respond tonight. Ballpark dimensions at Bosse Field: 315 to the right and left field lines, 375 to the right and left center alleys, and it is 400 toward dead center, an 8-foot wall going from the left field corner all the way across to the right field foul pole as well. Austin White digs in, the first batter of the game. He will face right-hander Casey Delgado, and the left-handed hitter will wait for the first pitch. Here it is. It's a fastball at the knees, called a strike, and we're underway here at Bosse Field at 6:36 p.m. Delgado winds, he fires home, and it's a breaking ball that misses inside, so the count 1-1. Well, Casey Delgado has not seen action in almost a month. His last outing was against the Florence Yalls on June 8th. The pitch, fastball misses in. 2 balls and a strike now for White. But Delgado has been throwing throughout the last month of action for Evansville, despite him not being with the club. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and the count is now 2-2 for White. Well, Delgado on the inactive list because he has another job. He's ready. Into the motion, 2 seconds on that pitch clock. He gets it off, and it's lined back to the screen, foul. We'll try it again at 2-2. Hey, we actually have the pitch clock tonight. That was something we did not have yesterday. And so we are back to regular baseball, at least the modern era of baseball. Here's the 2-2. And it's tapped toward the Otters' first base dugout. Watch out, that ran up and kicked somebody down there in that Otters dugout. Keep your head on a swivel, the pitch. And it's a check swing. Did he go around? Yes, sir, says third base umpire Evan Kerr. And White is out number 1. A nice breaking ball from Delgado. And he sets down the first batter of the game. Coming to the plate, Jake Boone. Now, Delgado is yet to go 5 innings in a start. He's only had 2 in 2024. First pitch to Boone. Breaking ball misses just off the outside black. 1-0 to the right-handed hitter. Well, Delgado has a cool story. The 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. But Delgado, again, dealing with that second job, so he was never going to travel with the team. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball misses a little bit low. And the count, 2 balls and a strike. But Casey is having other obligations. Here's the next pitch, popped up foul toward the first base side. Coming on is Phillips, and he will make the catch about 15, 20 feet away from the chalk. And well, there's 2 quick outs here in the first inning. No score between New England and Evansville. Coming to the plate, John Cristino. But Delgado has been in the game for a long time. One of 2 veterans on this club. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. And Andy McCauley knew that he was going to be spotty, if you want to call it that, with his attendance this year. Next pitch misses low. But he and his brother Riley both picked up. And Riley is now retired. Delgado winds and fires. And it's a breaking ball low. 2 balls and a strike. So Riley, if you remember him from all the way back in the early parts of the season, with the club, saw many games, ended on a 8-game hit streak, and then said, you know what, I've had enough. Now the 2-1 pitch, and it's a nice breaking ball. Called a strike, tried him with the slider, and it is 2-2. Casey, a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, cutter, slider, changeup. Calling time, Cristino. And the deuces are wild, bases empty, 2 outs in the first. Delgado toes the rubber, the right-hander, motions home. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning, well, for missing a month. Casey has mowed down this New England order in the first frame, working a 1-2-3, and we'll head to the home half of the first inning. No score between Evansville and New England. Bottom of the first inning, Mason White leading it off for Evansville. No score with New England. And on the rubber for the knockouts, it'll be Anderson Comas, 0-0. This is his 7th appearance, 3rd game in the starting role, 11 2/3 prior innings, and he has an 8.49 ERA. A lefty-on-lefty matchup, the southpaw working from the stretch. First pitch into White, and it's a called strike, 0-1. How about the effort from Casey Delgado, the Otters starter, in the first inning? 1-2-3 and 2 Ks. Here's the 0-1. And White takes a breaking ball off the inside part of the plate, but it's called a strike, and it's 0-2. Comas, 6'4", 190 pounds, hails from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Next pitch, way inside. That brushes White off the plate. Well, White has been starting to figure it out again. He went in a little bit of a slump, but he's coming back around. Next pitch, swing and a miss. So he is out number 1 here in the first inning. And now it'll be Gary Mattis coming to the plate. Mattis returning to Evansville after playing with the club in 2021, 2022, and 2023. First pitch to him on the outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-1. And Mattis began this year with the Lincoln Salt Dogs in the American Association. Things didn't work out, came here. 0-1, misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike for Mattis. Well, in his return yesterday, he went 1 for 4 at the plate. The southpaw ready at the belt, the kick and the pitch. And it's skied in the air toward the first base dugout of Evansville, but this one will land on the roof out of play. So the count 1-2 for Mattis. One gone here in the first, base is empty. Mattis had a double, a walk, and 2 runs scored, so he was productive. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, line back to the screen. We'll try it again. And Andy McCauley bringing a ton of former Otters back this season, trying to mix things up and get his team some wins. The 1-2. Fastball misses high and outside, 2-2. We have seen Terrence Marin come back, Dakota Phillips come back. Now Gary Mattis coming back, not to mention the local products. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and launched into left center field. Calling for it is Austin White, the center fielder, retrieves it, and there's 2 gone in the first. No score between Evansville and New England. David Mendham coming to the plate.
Number 34, David Mendham.
So both starting pitchers off to good starts. Mendham, 2 for 4 yesterday in RBI. He had 3 stolen bases and a walk. Lefty on lefty battle. Comas kicks and deals the first pitch. It's a breaking ball that misses outside, and the count 1-0. Mendham selected as an all-star yesterday, so he will be making his way to Quebec to play in the Midsummer Classic, not too far away from here. The 1-0, and it's at the knees, a called strike, 1-1. Calling our balls and strikes, home plate umpire Miguel Cruz. Out at first base, it is Mike Corbett, and Evan Kerr is our third base umpire. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses in. Well, I should probably clarify when I say not too far away from here, not location-wise, but the number of days remaining until that All-Star break. It's actually about the furthest place you can go in the Frontier League. Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner, strike 2. Back when Griffin Epstein was the broadcaster last year, I saw him at Lake Erie. That was on the back end of a trip to Quebec. Now the 2-2. And it misses off the inside part of the plate. So the count now full. Oh my goodness. 22 hours he said it took. Thank goodness we do not have to go up there this year because of the travel, which has changed from last year to this year. So no Canada trip. Base is empty, 2 gone in the first. Here's the 3-2 to Mendham. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll do it. 1 in the books, no score between Evansville and New England. We'll take it to the second on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the second inning, and it is Jalen Garcia leading it off. He will face Casey Delgado, the right-hander. Winds and fires. It's a breaking ball in the outside corner, strike one. 15 pitches in that first inning for Casey, and he picked up 2 strikeouts in a 1-2-3 frame. He's ready. He comes home, and the 0-1 is tapped at the plate foul. We'll try it at 0-2 for Garcia. No score in this top of the second. And this is the middle contest of this 3-game series with these two clubs. Yesterday, the first all-time matchup. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball, and it's fisted into center field, a base hit. And there's your first base runner of the ball game. So that'll bring up Brady West. Well, yesterday, West was behind the plate. Today, he is out at first base. Bats left-handed. And he's working on a 4-game hit streak. The right-hander leans in. He gets the sign. Working from the stretch. And runner goes to second base before the ball was thrown home. Delgado steps off, throws to second. Ball goes out to left field as it was off the glove of Zinn. Well, Garcia's going to be safe at second. Looked like the ball was in the glove of Zinn. And on the tag, he lost the baseball and slung it into shallow left field. So do you mark that as an error, or definitely should have been an out because the throw from Casey beat Garcia at the bag. Now the first pitch home. Breaking ball in the inside corner to West, strike one. Well, I don't know what Garcia was thinking. Trying to time up Delgado, and he held at the set for an extra second. So Garcia took off. Delgado stepped off. The throw was good. Here's the 0-1. And it's a fastball the opposite way, out of play. Off the bat of West, and the count 0-2. I guess you just mark it as a stolen base. Well, there should be one gone in this inning. Here's the 0-2. Fastball misses high. And so it's a 1-2 count now for West. West also working on a 4-game hit streak. He was 2 for 5 yesterday with a couple of doubles. A look to second. A second look. And now the pitch home from Delgado. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. 3 strikeouts in the early going for Casey. And that's a big first out as he's able to set down West. So now coming to the plate, Ramon Jimenez. 1 gone in the second, runner on second, and there's no score. Delgado comes to the set, the kick and the pitch, and this is lifted the opposite way, out of play. 0-1 to the right-handed hitter. 23 pitches for Delgado. I tell you, for missing so much time throughout this season, he has looked great. Next pitch tapped at the plate, foul, 0-2. He had his first start back on May 30th against Washington, so he missed the first couple of weeks of the season, and then he saw another start on June 8th against Florence. That's it. He fires in the 0-2. Breaking ball, tapped to the left side of the infield, foul. And we'll have another 0-2 pitch. The big question is, despite how well he has pitched, how long can he go? The maximum he's thrown in a game, 74 pitches. He deals the 0-2. Runner goes to third. It's a tapper back over the mound, and fielding it is the shortstop Zinn. His throw to first in time, and that will retire Jimenez. 2 gone in the inning. So a runner on third. We're in the second frame, and here comes Keegan Calero.
Batting 7th in right
It seems like Delgado, because he is one of the older guys, is just always relaxed out there. The right-hander deals home. First pitch, line back to the screen, foul, 0-1. That's a great trait to have, and even for some of the younger guys, because you can teach them how to stay calm, especially in a situation like this for Evansville. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses downstairs, and it's 1-1 now for Calero. You figure Evansville back to 11 games under 500. It's the third time they've hit this marker. It's the worst position they've been in all season. They really, really need some wins. The 1-1 home. And it's a fastball bunted by Calero, foul. And our home plate umpire, Miguel Cruz, is going to say that hit foul first and then bounced off of Calero. And so it's a 1-2 count. The one thing that isn't going to work is panicking. So having a veteran presence from Delgado, he can talk to these guys and calm them down. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball, weakly hit out towards second base. Fielding it cleanly, Mattis, and he will throw to first in time. The inning is over. Runner stranded on third, no damage done from New England. We're scoreless with Evansville and heading to the home half of the second. Home half of the second inning. Randy Bednar will lead it off for Evansville, middle third of the order. No score with New England, and for the knockouts, Anderson Comas back on the rubber as the southpaw worked a 1-2-3 in the first inning, striking out to the exact same as Casey Delgado. He threw just one more pitch. Now he deals home to Bednar, and it's a fastball that misses inside, the count 1-0. Evansville hasn't seen a left-handed starter many times this season. The kick and the pitch. Fastball misses high. 2 balls and no strikes for Bednar. But when they have, they've done a pretty good job against left-handers. 3-1 this year. The 2-0. And here's a ground ball banged out toward third. Gatilis boots the ball, and it'll roll toward the third base bag, which will allow Bednar to reach safely. Make it an E5, and Gatilis just couldn't field it cleanly. So now to be Dakota Phillips, a leadoff base runner for Evansville, their first base runner of the game. Lefty on lefty matchup between Phillips and Comas. The southpaw comes to the set. A look to first, now the pitch home. And it's a bouncing ball low And the count 1-0. I saw Dakota getting a workout in today. Looked like he was doing some strength training. Well, he has provided some good strength with the bat in his first 3 games with Evansville. Now the pitch, and it misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Already with 2 home runs, and he is 5 for 13 in his first 3 contests. Now the pitch from Comas. And Phillips watches a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. Phillips, a fan favorite here in Evansville, playing with the club from 2019 all the way up until last year. The pitch, fastball on the outside corner, and it's now 2-2. And Phillips coming back this year after spending the beginning portion in the American Association. This could be a huge acquisition for Andy McCauley. Now the next offering. Breaking ball low, skips past the catcher, Cristino, and that will allow Bednar to advance on the wild pitch. Didn't go all the way to the backstop, but got outside that dirt circle, and Bednar had a good jump, so he took off immediately. And just like that, there's 1 in scoring position for the Otters. Nobody out, and the count 3-2 for Phillips. Comas ready. He looks to second, now comes home. Fastball high, ball 4. So back-to-back base runners, an error and a walk. We know how that has played out for Evansville this year. Now, the question is, can they capitalize on the opponent's mistakes? Coming to the plate, Justin Felix. First time we've seen him this year in the designated hitter's role. We have only seen Justin behind the plate otherwise. No score in the second. Runners on first and second, the pitch. And it's on the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. Felix batting 197 on the year, 0 for 5 in the series against Joliet. He did not play yesterday. Now the 0-1. And it's looked at for a strike. Quickly 0-2 now to Felix. He will call time. Ever since the addition of Logan Brown, you've really only seen Felix in 1 game out of the series. But I wonder if he will get the start behind the plate tomorrow. Well, time will tell. Yesterday, it was Brown as the catcher. Today, it's Green. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. 3 pitches, and Felix is out number 1. A crucial strikeout for Comas. That's his 3rd of the game, and that'll bring up Alec Oland. Well, a chance for Evansville to draw first blood. And situational hitting has been hit or miss for Evansville this year. You look at the numbers, and with runners in scoring position, they're batting .263. Righty on lefty battle, first pitch to Olin. It's a fastball that misses high, the count 1-0, and that number isn't horrible, but a large contribution of that average comes when the Otters are already pouring it on and they just get more and more runs. The pitch, fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-1. So the stats not telling the whole story, because Evansville has been an offense this year to either put up a plethora of runs or score 3 runs or less. Comas ready. Now the 1-1. And it's a breaking ball that misses high. 2-1 now for Olin. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on, popped up. foul territory to the right side, and it is Phillips, the first baseman, ranging over, and he will split the fence and first base to make the catch, and there's 2 gone. So now coming to the plate, Jake Green. Green seeing his first action this series. First and second, and there's no score. Evansville doesn't want to waste another opportunity here. First pitch to Green. At the top of the zone, just a smidge upstairs, 1-0. Now Green has been mixing back and forth between 230 and 280 with the bat, the 1-0. Fastball misses high. At one point earlier in the season, he was batting above 300. He's into his 26th game tonight. And Green now batting 253. That's a respectable number, and you can live with that with the defensive prowess he brings behind the plate. The 2-0. And it's a breaking ball, almost tagged him, but missed just inside. And it is now 3-0. Green has been putting together better at-bats the last couple of weeks because he fell into a bit of a slump. That average was in the 230s at one point. Comas kicks and deals. Fastball at the top of the zone, called a strike. But Green has been walking more. Had a walk against Joliet. But he, as well as Felix, only seeing about 1 game per series now. Runners go on the next pitch. Fastball misses high. Throw to the second base bag, and they're able to nail Phillips. Well, Phillips in disagreement with the call, and everybody's staying on the field because it was ball 4. So it doesn't matter. Everybody forgot that it was a 3-1 pitch, and New England was ready to come off the field. And Phillips was shaking his head because of the call, but then he realized, wait a minute, I get second base anyways, because Green walked again. Now it's Delvin Zinn at the plate. Bases juice for Evansville. First pitch, swing and a miss. And the count is 0-1. So make it 2 walks in this inning, including an error. No score, and the Otters threatening. Can they capitalize? Comas sends home the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 for Zinn. Zinn, another guy that has been picking it up with the bat. And Zinn batting 276 in his last 10 games. Had a home run yesterday. Now the 0-2 delivery. Breaking ball, and it bounced in there. Cristino with the block, and the count is 1-2. Evansville batting 286 with the bases loaded. Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and away. Comas has had to labor here in the second inning. Again, he only threw 16 pitches in the first frame. He's thrown a lot more than that here in inning number 2. The left-hander ready. Now the 2-2. And it's a breaking ball inside and low. So the count now full. And hold on. Zinn arguing that that pitch hit him. Miguel Cruz never made the signal. Now we have time called. Or maybe Zinn just adjusting his ankle guard. It's the latter. So it is 3-2. And now Comas in danger of walking in a run. All bases occupied, no score. We're in the second inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. Here in the second inning, 3 runners stranded. No damage done from Evansville. No score with New England. Top of the third inning, no score between Evansville and New England. 8-9-1 in the order for the knockouts, and the right-hander Casey Delgado back on the rubber. He has allowed one base hit. He has picked up 3 strikeouts. He's looked pretty good. He winds and fires the first pitch home. This is swung on and hit high and deep toward left field. On his horse, Bednar, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out as they're able to retire Louis Attilis. So that'll bring up J.R.D. Sarcina. 31 pitches, 22 strikes for Delgado. Delgado spent some time in the minor leagues a long time ago with the New York Mets. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. I also spent time with the Sioux Falls Canaries. That's the most recent club aside from Evansville he has played with, the 0-1. It's a looper that misses just a little bit high. And the count is now 1-1. But Delgado missing some significant time between the Canaries and this year. The pitch, and it's popped up foul, out of play to the right side. And the count now 1-2 to the right-handed hitter. That Canaries season came all the way back in 2020 during the COVID year. Now the 1-2. Breaking ball low.
Look, everyone, there's the Otter
Well,
and Winnie the Pooh.
Delgado was actually supposed to play that 2020 season with the Otters, but of course that never happened because of COVID. The 2-2. Fastball upstairs, and the count now full. He moved to Evansville in early 2020, so he had been in contact with Andy McCauley. Everything was ready to go. That pesky pandemic. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, shot out toward deep center field. Backing up is Olin. Plenty of room out there as he's able to make the catch. And that's 2 quick outs here in this third inning.
Back to the top of the order, center fielder 20, Austin White.
So that'll turn the order over. Here comes Austin White, the leadoff hitter. 0 for 1, struck out swinging his first time at the plate. That's the first 3-2 count that Delgado has pitched in tonight. Still able to record an out. Righty on lefty battle, the wind and the pitch. And it's a bunt attempt by White. He pulls back, fastball low, 1-0. This is game number 2 of a 3-game series against New England. The only time these clubs will meet this year. Now the 1-0. And it's inside, and it hit White in the behind. Got him right where the wallet sits. So that'll put him on first. 2-out base runner, and up steps to the plate Jake Boone. Boone had a nice day yesterday at the dish. 2 for 4 with a home run and 4 RBIs. He bats right-handed. Delgado kicks and deals the first pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and hit well out toward deep left field. Bednar backing up about 10 feet in front of the track, makes the catch, and that will do it here in the third. A quick inning, and despite allowing that hit by pitch, Delgado still only throws 10 pitches. We'll take it to the bottom of the third. We're scoreless between Evansville and New England. Top of the order, Mason White coming to the plate for Evansville here in the home half of the third. No score with New England. Anderson Comas back on the rubber. Hey, we'd like to give a very special shout out to Matthew Will, Director of Communications here. He is turning 26 today. Here's the first pitch, and White cuts and comes up empty. And the count 0-1. They just said it over the PA system, so we'll say it here on the broadcast. Happy birthday, Matt. It was the voice of the Otters 2 years ago, staying with the club and taking on a full-time role. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, slap back to the screen, foul, and he got to celebrate by getting away from the stadium today, and he got a nice haircut. He was ecstatic about that, let me tell you. Here's the 0-2. And it's laced back to the screen. So we'll have another 0-2 pitch for White. Second time through the order for Evansville. They had 3 base runners last inning, couldn't capitalize. The 0-2. And it misses just a little bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes for White. There were 2 outs in the inning, and Delvin Zinn struck out with the bases loaded. And here we are. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for Anderson Comas. And now it'll be Gary Mattis coming up. 1 gone in the third, and the bases are empty. Well, yesterday, Evansville struck out 13 times as a team. First pitch, and Comas throws a fastball high. They count 1-0. Coming into this series, this New England club, not a very high strikeouts per 9 team. The 1-0 pitch, and Mattis watches one low. A 6.62 Ks per 9. That's 15th out of 16 teams. So, again, the Otters striking out 13 times yesterday. They've already struck out 5 times tonight. The 2-0. Fastball misses inside. 3-0. They got to figure something out. Lefty on righty battle, the southpaw. Kicks and deals from the stretch. Fastball misses in. It's a 4-pitch walk for Mattis. Now to go along with the 5 Ks, that's also the 3rd walk allowed by Comas. So a runner on first with 1 gone in the 3rd. Here comes David Mendham. The Otters will finalize this series tomorrow, then they will hit the road for 6 against Washington and then Lake Erie. Then it's the All-Star break. The kick and the pitch, and the left-handed hitting 3rd baseman takes a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Mendham will be heading to Quebec for the All-Star break, being selected yesterday as one of the reserves. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball misses just a little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike for Mendham. Now that'll be a cool experience. He played with Ottawa, another team in Canada last year, but I'm sure he'll have a good time. Comas steps and delivers. Here's a bouncing ball hit out towards second base. Boone charges, tags the runner going to second for 1. Relay to first in time. Or did they miss? Mattis going to second. Yes, they did. So Mattis evading that tag from Boone. Well, my vision was blocked because of the wonderful steel beam pole. So I couldn't see. It looked like our 3rd base umpire, Evan Kerr, made the signal, but Mattis still on second base. And Mendham out on the fielder's choice. So there's 2 gone in the inning. Here comes Randy Bednar. Bats right-handed, first pitch. and it's lifted in the air towards straightaway right field, camping under it, Calero, and he will make the catch. Boy, that had some major hang time on it, but the inning is over, and Evansville strands another in scoring position. We're scoreless after 3 with New England on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. We're into the middle innings, top of the 4th frame, and it'll be John Cristino digging in for the New England Knockouts. No score with Evansville. On the rubber, it is Ryan Wiltsey who is taking over duties for Casey Delgado. The right-hander will work from the stretch. Check that, the windup. His first pitch is swung on, popped up. First base side near the bag. Phillips in foul territory now, calling for it. Well, a good start out of the pen. 1 pitch, 1 out, and they're able to retire Cristino. Well, Wiltsey looks like he goes from the stretch, but then he moves his front leg back behind him. A short windup. And again, there's 1 gone. Here comes Jalen Garcia. Well, a short day for Delgado. He went 3 scoreless innings, striking out 4, walking 1, giving up just 1 base hit. All things considered, a great day for him. Garcia 1 for 1. He had the hit against Delgado. The pitch. And it's a fastball that misses just a smidge downstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. So Wiltsey will probably be asked to be in a long relief role today. He kicks and deals the 1-0. Fastball on the outside, black, evens the count 1-1. Well, we asked the question, how long will Delgado be able to go earlier in this contest? And the answer, unfortunately, not very long, the 1-1. And it's at the knees, strike 2. But you can't ask for any more than what he gave you, so it was still a good performance from him, but he only threw 40 pitches. Wiltsey winds and fires. Breaking ball hit out toward the second baseman. Diving attempt by Mattis. Knocks it down. Able to recover. Throw from his behind on a hop. And they got him. Oh, what a play. Mattis couldn't get it in his mitt originally, but he was able to knock it down, so he barehanded it, rolled over, threw it to first on a bounce, and a nice pick from Phillips. They're able to get Garcia, and there's 2 gone. That is the second exemplary play that Mattis has made at second base in the last 2 games. Wiltsey winds and fires home. First pitch fouled away from Brady West, and the count 0-1. That's a top 10 play of the day in the Frontier League. So hopefully that one makes it. Evansville hasn't been on there the last few games. The 0-1. Fastball misses inside. And the count now 1-1. Righty on lefty battle. Wiltsey kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's got West down in the count 1-2. Base is empty, 2 gone, no score here in the 4th inning. Wiltsey back to it. He gets the sign into the wind. Now the pitch home, and it's tapped to the Otters' first base dugout foul. We'll have another 1-2. New England jumping over New Jersey in the East standings with the win yesterday. They are now in 7th place. Here's the 1-2. And this one swung on, launched into center field. Charging in is Oland. He won't be able to get there. This lands in the right center gap. Long run for the center fielder, and he gave it a good effort, but it'll be a Texas Leaguer single for West. Well, looked like it was going to go a lot further than it did off the bat, but nevertheless, he's on first. Here comes Ramon Jimenez. Here's the pitch to him. Fastball on the outside corner, called a strike, and it's 0-1. Hey, if you have a group of friends or coworkers who wish to come to historic Bosse Field and enjoy an Otters home game, contact the Otters front office to reserve a party deck on the Corona Extra patio deck. Wiltsey with the pitch home, and this is fouled back over the screen. 0-2. The Corona Extra patio deck, one of the best places to watch the game, with an all-you-can-eat menu and unlimited bottled water and soft drinks. So call 812-435-8686 for more information. Wiltsey serves up the 0-2. Breaking ball misses low. Jimenez bats right-handed, 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first trip up. And the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball just a little bit high. Wiltsey, a 4-seam heater, curveball, cutter, splitter. One of the only guys to throw that split finger on the team. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball just off the outside black. Close take there, but now it's 3-2. Wiltsey ready. Here's the payoff. Runner goes. Fastball outside, ball 4. Well, that's the second walk allowed by this Otters pitching staff tonight. West moves to second base, and it's 2 base runners with 2 gone for Keegan Calero. Calero, 0 for 1, a ground out his first trip up. Righty on righty battle. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. The count 0-1. Calero into his first professional season. Signed with the Knockouts on June 12th as a free agent. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Calero finished up his collegiate tenure this spring. Began at the University of Massachusetts. And then transferred to Vermont. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Wiltsey, and that'll do it. here in the top of the fourth inning. 3.5 done at Bosse Stadium. Still no score between Evansville and New England. Home half of the fourth inning, no score between Evansville and New England. And leading it off for the Otters, it will be Dakota Phillips. Batting left-handed, he will face Anderson Comas. And the southpaw has kept Evansville hitless in the first 3 innings. He's ready, and the pitch, swing and a miss, a breaking ball, and he fooled Phillips. Phillips walked his first time up. No official at-bats yet. The next pitch home. And this is swung on and hammered high, deep to right center field. It is gone! He does it again! Dakota Phillips with his 3rd home run in 3 games. And the scoreless game is broken. Evansville takes a 1-0 lead. Oh, can this kid hit? A no-doubt blast over to the Corona Extra patio deck, and now it'll be Justin Felix coming to the plate. Felix batting right-handed. Here's the first pitch to him. Bouncing ball in, blocked by Cristino, and the count is 1-0. Felix 0 for 1, struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Resides in Rio Rico, Arizona. Here's the 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss. Felix 6'1", 220 pounds. Well, after Dakota Phillips came back to the club, he took over the longest active tenure of any player currently on the roster. A 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Phillips took the spot of Justin Felix for that notion. Felix has been with the club for 4 years. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. First out here in the 4th inning, Evansville with a 1-0 lead. And coming to the plate, it's Alec Olin. Olin flew out in foul territory to the first baseman his first time up. One of the many new acquisitions here for Evansville this season. There have been a lot of transactions this year. First pitch, fastball misses high, and Evansville well across the halfway point in the allowed transactions this season. Now the 1-0 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. What's interesting is David Mendham is the only starter, and Justin Felix and Jake Green in the starting lineup from opening day. The 1-1 cut on and missed, and it's now 1-2 for Olin. Yesterday, Green and Felix did not play, so Mendham was the only starter in the starting 9 from the opening day roster. The 1-2, and it misses downstairs. So that just goes to show you how many guys have come and gone with this club this year. Well, Andy McCauley is going to have to slow down eventually unless he wants to run out of moves. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's a chopper back over the mound. Back behind second, the shortstop, DeSarcina, fields and throws. And they're able to beat Olin by a half a step. Well, of course, this Otters team wants to win. I had the chance to talk with Olin walking into the stadium today. And he said, yeah, we got some work to do, but you know, all the guys are really stressing out because they know they need to win, and they haven't been able to do so. Lefty on righty battle, the southpaw deals. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Green. So Olin has been trying to take the approach of just playing one game at a time. See, the thing is, you cannot jump from last to first overnight. It takes time. Here's the 0-1. And it's a breaking ball, smashed to third. Attilas up with it. He will throw to first, and the inning is over. So Evansville trying to just take it one game at a time, and the players, they understand the situation. There is pressure, but Dakota Phillips with a solo homer, and he gets Evansville ahead here in the fourth inning. They lead it 1-0 over New England. Louis Attilas will lead off here for New England. Top of the fifth inning. Evansville leads at 1-0. First pitch swung on, grounded out toward third. Mendham up with it cleanly. He rifles it to first. One pitch, one out. Ryan Wiltsey back on the rubber. He saw 18 pitches in that first inning, and he threw to 5 different batters, gave up a hit and a walk, struck out one, and no damage done. And in the home half of the fourth, Dakota Phillips launching another homer over the right center wall to make it 1-0. Now at the plate, J.R. DeSarcina, first pitch to him, and it's on the outside corner, a strike, 0-1. J.R. DiSarcina, the son of Gary DiSarcina. Wiltsey kicks and fires. Fastball high, but DiSarcina went after it. And the count now 0-2. Gary, the third base coach for the Washington Nationals. Wiltsey kicks and fires. Fastball misses high, and the count is 1-2. So baseball runs in the DiSarcina's family bloodline. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away. And the count now 2-2. Gary actually played in the major leagues for a long period of time. Now the pitch. Swung on, ground ball deep in the hole. It's short. Backhanded Zinn. Long throw to first. Peek from Phillips at first, and they got him. Great play on both ends. And you see there's Zinn bowing down to Phillips, saying thanks for that one. It was a one-hopper to him. And it's 2 quick outs here in the 5th inning, and the lineup will turn over for Austin White. Righty on lefty battle. Evansville leads at 1-0. Here's the pitch. And Wiltsey throws a fastball that just misses off the inside corner. Gary DiSarcina played with Anaheim for a while. The pitch. Fastball at the top of the zone, called the strike. He actually spent his entire career with the Angels. Now the 1-1. And it's on the inside corner, strike 2. That was back when they were called the California Angels. Then they switched to the Anaheim Angels. And that was in 1997. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Wiltsey as he sets the knockouts down in order. We'll head to the home half of the 5th. Evansville with a 1-0 lead on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Delvin Zinn leading it off, bottom of the 5th inning. It is 1-0 Evansville over New England. Back on the rubber, Anderson Comas. His only blemish was a solo homer to Dakota Phillips, and that broke up the no-hitter. Here's the first pitch to Zinn. And it's at the knees, a called strike, 0-1, 9-1-2 in the order. On the top half of the inning, we were talking about Gary DiSarcina and how he is the father of J.R. DiSarcina. Here's the 0-1. This is swung on and a towering fly ball towards shallow center field. Long run in for White, and this is gonna drop. Up to second base, Zinn, and he's got a Texas Leaguer double. Well, J.R.D. Sarcina, the shortstop, was moseying on over to shallow center, and White was playing way deep, so he had a long run. Boone, the second baseman, barely even moved. And because of that, Zinn has his first double of the year. Hey, looks like a line drive in the box score. Now it's Mason White, the leadoff hitter. Lefty on lefty battle, first pitch, and it's tapped at the plate, foul, 0-1. So Gary DiSarcina again playing for the California Angels and the Anaheim Angels. But now they are the Los Angeles Angels. Next pitch misses off the outside corner. So they switched to Los Angeles in 2005. There have only been 3 players ever to play with California, Anaheim, and Los Angeles. The pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Those 3 players, Garrett Anderson, Perrin Erstad, and Tim Salmon. That information being provided by our Flow Sports Director tonight, Ian Klingler. Thanks, Ian. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and White is down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. So that'll bring up Gary Mattis. 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Well, Gary DiSarcina had a really good tenure in the major leagues with California and Anaheim. Here's a bunt attempt sent back to the screen. The count 0-1. He was an all-star in his major league career. Lefty on righty battle. Here comes the pitch. And another bunt attempt pulled back by Mattis. This time a fastball way upstairs. He finished with a career 11.2 WAR. Gary had almost 3,750 at-bats a career, 258 average at the major league level. And again, he had that one all-star bid in 95. Here's a broken bat, ground ball hit out toward third. Attilas up with it, throw to first in time, relay to third, thrown away, and the runner was going to third, so Zinn will be able to score easily as this bounces up against the fencing near the left side and make it a 2-0 game for Evansville. Boy, some deja vu after what happened yesterday when Evansville tried that stunt. It was a ground ball to David Mendham in yesterday's game. He threw it to Dakota Phillips at first, and a runner was going to third, so Phillips tried to go back to third. He threw it away, and that led to 2 runs at the time. So Mattis out number 2, and it's an unearned run for Evansville. Here's the first pitch to David Mendham. Swing and a miss, and the count 0-1. So the Otters getting a little bit of revenge here in the middle game. Now the 0-1. And Mendham watches it inside. 1-1 to the left-handed hitter. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors for Evansville. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for New England. Now the pitch. Breaking ball. And it's outside and low, 2-1. Well, yesterday Evansville had 3 errors defensively in the field, and that led to 4 of the first 5 runs for the knockouts being unearned. It set the tone for the rest of the game. Now the 2-1. And it's a fastball high, but tonight it is New England having problems defensively. The southpaw Comas ready at the belt, the kick and the pitch. And it's lined back to the screen. We'll try it at 3-2 for Mendham. Base is empty, 2 outs, and we're in the 5th inning. Comas kicks and deals. Here's the payoff, and it's outside, ball 4.
That's a Deerhead Sidewalk Cafe and
So
Bar.
Mendham picks up his 36th walk of the year. One of the best to do it in the Frontier League, and he had a walk yesterday as well. And now coming to the plate, Randy Bednar. 2-out base runner for Evansville. They lead at 2-0 over New England. Lefty on righty battle, the southpaw deals. Bednar takes a fastball high, the count 1-0. Well, Bednar was able to pick up an RBI base hit in his final at-bat yesterday. He finished 1 for 4, but he did have 3 strikeouts. Here's the 1-0. And it's on the outside corner, a strike, evens the count. Bednar batting .273 on the year. This is his 45th game. 10 homers, 26 RBIs. He reached in his first at-bat on an error. Here's the 1-1. Fastball high, back pick to first, Mendham back standing. Comas comes to the set. Here's the 2-1 delivery. And Bednar hits this one high, hits it deep toward left field, backing up Garcia, and he will make the catch right in front of the warning track. That'll do it here in the 5th. Another run comes in to score. Delvin Zinn scores unearned, and it's a 2-0 game. Evansville on top of the knockouts.
Second baseman, 8, Jake Boone.
The Evansville Otters lead the New England Knockouts 2-0. We're in the top of the 6th inning. It is Ryan Wiltsey back on the rubber, and the right-hander has worked in the last 2 innings in relief. Took over for Casey Delgado in that 4th frame. Delgado 3 scoreless as the starter, striking out 4, but he only threw 40 pitches, so Wiltsey has done a nice job. Worked a 1-2-3 in the 5th. Now he will face 2-3-4 in the order, beginning with Jake Boone. Well, it is Jurassic Park night at the ballpark. We're going back to the dinosaur days. And the Otters are celebrating with their jerseys. Here's the first pitch to Boone. Fastball above the zone, and the count 1-0. Really cool design. A red, orange, and yellow. Here's the pitch. And it's swung on line to the right center gap. This is going to get down, and it'll roll all the way to the wall. Boone rounding first. He's on his way to second. He's going to drop the anchor there, and it's a leadoff double for New England.
Catcher, 12, John Cristino.
So that'll bring up John Cristino. Evansville leads it 2-0. And Cristino 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout in foul territory. Now back to those jerseys. They also have some black in there, including a black dinosaur on the front. White numbers on the back, white otters across the chest. Unique design, no doubt about that. Wiltsey kicks and deals, and Cristino watches a strike, the count 0-1. We have seen a lot of themed jerseys for Evansville this year. Now, this is definitely one of my favorites. The right-hander deals the next pitch home. Fastball misses in, and the count is 1-1 to Cristino. Now, Cristino has been one of the best hitters for New England this year, a .321 average entering play. Bats right-handed. Wiltsey looks to second. Now he comes home. Line back to the screen from Cristino, and the count 1-2 strikes. Cristino, 11 homers, 39 RBIs. He had one yesterday in a 1 for 3 game. He also scored a run, walked, and stole a base. Wiltsey at the set, the kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, a weak tapper over to third, fielded cleanly by Mendham. A long throw to first and a strong throw to Phillips, able to retire Cristino. Staying put at second is Boone, and that's a big out. After the leadoff two-bagger, there's one gone here in the 6th. Evansville leads at 2-0, and it's Jalen Garcia coming to the plate. Later in the year, we'll also have a Star Wars night. That'll have featured jerseys. That's one that I'm looking forward to. Wiltsey ready with the first pitch. This ball swung on and hammered high and deep down the left field line, but it is foul. Had home run distance, but it's a long strike for Garcia, and the count 0-1. Thinking back to some of the other uniforms, of course, one of the most notable this year are Beersy jerseys. Those sold out in a hurry. Now Wiltsey will step off the rubber, fake the throw home, and turn to second. Thought about releasing the baseball, but he held on to it there as well. He's ready. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses just a smidge upstairs, and the count 1-1 now for Garcia. The D-Day uniforms that we had were also really cool. That was on our salute to the Veterans Day ball game. The Cancer Night jerseys also awesome. Now the 1-1. Breaking ball, a grounder hit towards short, backhanded by Zinn. He thought about going to third, but he'll take the shore out at first, and Boone advances another 90 feet as Garcia is out number 2. So coming to the plate now, Brady West. He's 1 for 2, singled his last time up, trying to get New England on the board.
23, Brady West.
This pitching staff has looked good once again. Here's the first pitch from Wiltsey. Fastball high, and the count 1-0. Evansville entered this series with a team .462 ERA, and it's about middle of the pack in the Frontier League, but it's a lot better than where they were a couple of weeks ago. The right-hander from the set twirls and deals. Breaking ball misses low. 2 balls and no strikes for West. That team ERA at one point was nearing 5. So they have got it down a lot. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And West hits this one a ton. High, deep to right field. Backing up White. He's at the track, at the wall, and he makes the catch. Bouncing off that right field wall, right by the Quest for Excellence sign. And that'll do it. Here in the 6th inning, another runner stranded on third for New England. No damage done, and they trail Evansville 2-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Time for the dance cam, brought to you by Drake's. We need everybody to get up and dance because Drake's is your go-to for 24 beers on tap, big burgers, and the freshest sushi in all of Evansville. Take Brandon Taylor's word for it. Visit Drake's at 1222 Hershey Road or drakescomplay.com. Now let's get to dancing. And as we're dancing for Drake's, we're dancing because the Otters have one more game on this brief homestand. That's tomorrow at 5:05. The series finale, A Dog Days of Summer. You can enjoy $2 hot dogs and bring your 4-legged friends. Then after tomorrow, the next chance to catch Evansville Otters baseball here at Fossey Field, it won't be until July 19th. Get your Otters baseball fix in tomorrow before a lengthy road trip and the All-Star break. Otters are back at home July 19th. That too is just a 3-game series on the 19th, 20th, and 21st. First baseman, number 7, Dakota Phillips.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Dakota Phillips leading it off for Evansville. Back on the rubber, Anderson Comas. Then the starter's first pitch misses outside, the count 1-0. Evansville leading New England 2-0. And Phillips taking part in the scoring for Evansville, a solo homer in the 4th. The southpaw deals, and it misses downstairs, the count 2-0. Phillips has had a hot start for Evansville in his return to the Otters. This is game number 4 for him, the 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Phillips now with homers in his last 3 ball games. Pretty impressive stuff. And he is 6 for 14 at the plate, the 2-1. And it's another swing and a miss, chased after a breaking ball low. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Phillips. Comas at 91 total pitches. You wonder if this will be the last inning for him. Still a chance for a quality start, but my goodness, he has gotten no help from the New England offense. What a job it's been by the Otters pitching staff tonight. The 2-2 to Phillips. And it misses downstairs, the count now full. In that series finale, we saw Evansville put together a complete game with the pitching and the offense. 3-2. Misses downstairs, and it's ball 4, so that's the second walk of the game for Phillips, a leadoff base runner for Evansville. And against Joliet, in that 6-2 win, Evansville scored in 5 innings. The pitching was great. They'd love a few more runs here to replicate what they did against Joliet back on that July 4th contest. Coming out now is Dan Sauceville, the pitching coach for New England. He wants to have a word with Comas. Well, there is activity in that New England bullpen. Looks like a right-hander is up and throwing.
Designated hitter, number 5, Justin Felix.
So the meeting on the mound over. That'll bring up Justin Felix. Felix 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. It's an interesting decision to see Andy McCauley plug him in as the designated hitter tonight. He squares the bunt and gets it down. It's back in front of the plate, picked up by Cristino. His throw to first in time, and West makes a nice move on the baseball, saving that one from being thrown away. And they're able to retire Felix. It's a successful sacrifice bunt. Moving up to second base is Phillips. And it's a runner in scoring position for the Otters. Here comes Alec Olin to the plate. Olin 0 for 2. He struggled since coming to Evansville. In his last 10 games, Olin batting .167. Lefty on righty battle. First pitch to him. It's in there for a strike, and the count 0-1. Speaking with Olin before the game tonight, just asked him how he's feeling, how the swing is, and he said he feels good mentally. Just has to produce like he can. And he goes after this one, hits a towering fly ball to straightaway left field. Garcia takes a few steps in, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So here comes Jake Green. And the catcher 0 for 1. He walked in the second inning, grounded out his last time up. Green, a .253 hitter, 1 homer, 7 RBIs. No doubles or triples, so that 1 home run is his only extra base hit this year. Comas kicks and deals. Breaking ball low, and it's blocked by the catcher, Cristino. Otters lead it 2-0 over New England. Trying to even the series and force a rubber match tomorrow. Yesterday, the Knockouts scored 8 unanswered runs from the 3rd to the 8th inning. Here's the 1-0. Grounded hard, but foul to the left side. 1-1. And New England able to walk away with an 11-6 win over Evansville yesterday. But the Otters did show late life offensively. Today, neither offense really able to get it going. Here's the 1-1. Fastball on the inside corner, a called strike. The Otters just 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and New England, no runs, 3 hits, 2 errors. Green digs back in. The southpaw Comas fires in the 1-2. And it's looked at low. Well, the catcher Cristino wanted it. He was ready to head off, and he will take off the mask and apologize to home plate umpire Miguel Cruz. So now the count 2-2. The deuces are wild for Green. Runner on second, 2 gone. The pitch. And it's popped up, foul to the right side. Near the warning track, a diving attempt by West, but he can't get it. Slid on his behind, hit his mid after the play. Would have been a really nice grab, but just out of his reach. So we'll try it again at 2-2 for Green. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball hit to the right side of the infield. 2 bounces to Boone. The second baseman throws out Green. The inning is over. Another runner stranded in scoring position for Evansville. No damage done. 6 in the books, and the Otters lead at 2-0 over New England. We're into the 7th inning, and it is Evansville 2, New England nothing. It is John Beamer taking over duties for Ryan Wiltsey on the rubber. The right-hander into the wind. His first pitch home is a breaking ball in the outside corner. A called strike to Ramon Jimenez. Now the Otters keeping New England off the board so far. Next pitch, a fastball away, and the count 1-1. And this pitching staff has only been able to garner one shutout performance this year. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Beamer ahead now, 1-2. He kicks and deals, working quickly, a breaking ball that misses outside.
Very happy 37th birthday to Jorge Abrego here at the ballpark tonight.
That shutout performance, a 9-0 winner. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Jimenez is down on strikes, one gone in the 7th. That'll bring up Keegan Calero. That was when Zach Smith picked up his complete game shutout. Game number 39 of the year back on June 23rd. Again, Evansville winning. That was during their last 9-game homestand. First pitch, swing and a miss to Calero. And the count is 0-1. Calero 0 for 2, a strikeout and a groundout. Beamer back into the motion. He deals home. And here's a ground ball shot back up the middle. It'll get through for a base hit into center field. So that'll bring up Luis Attilas. 0 for 2 tonight, a line out and a ground out. Attilas batting just .123 on the season. He has struggled with the bat, and that's in 23 games. The right-hander deals, and Beamer's breaking ball is on the inside corner, a strike, 0-1. Otters lead it 2-0 over the Knockouts, and we're in the 7th inning. And Attilas hit the ball hard. His first at-bat lined out to left. The pitch. He pops the next one up, back over the screen, foul. He's down in the count 0-2. And just nothing to show for it. Final line from Ryan Wiltsey. 3 shutout innings out of the bullpen. 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. 7 team strikeouts for Evansville tonight. Here's the 0-2 from Beamer. The kick and the pitch. And it's popped up back over the screen again. We'll have another 0-2 delivery. Evansville will close this series out tomorrow against New England, a 5:05 first pitch. Tomorrow, a Dream Center day. Beamer twirls and deals the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts now in the inning for Beamer. 2 gone with a runner on first. Here comes J.R. DiSarcina to the plate. DiSarcina 0 for 2, a line out and a ground out. Tomorrow will also be our patented dog days of summer. So make sure to bring your pup to the ballpark. Hopefully it won't be too hot. Here's the first pitch. Here's a ground ball hit out towards short. Charging is in. He will sling it over to first. Inning over. So a 1-out single does no damage for New England. They go down quietly in the 7th. It's stretch time at Bosse Field. Evansville on top, 2-0.
You know what time it is? Time to stand up, stretch, and sing. Here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, and we'll root for the Otters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Nicely done. Let's get some more runs.
Thank you. Bottom of the 7th inning, and it is 2-0 Evansville over New England. A new arm on the rubber for the Knockouts, Trevor Annaball. And he will face 9-1-2 in the order, beginning with Delvin Zinn, righty on righty battle. First pitch from the windup in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. Zinn doubled his last time up, his first double of the year. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And it was an odd double, a high fly ball to shallow center field. And it got caught up in the Bermuda Triangle. Just nobody could get there. Austin White, J.R.D. Sarcina, and Jake Boone all giving a look, but it dropped in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And it's a fastball that misses downstairs. The count 1-2. Zinn batting .257 entering play tonight. 1 homer, 5 RBIs. He taps the next pitch at the plate foul, and we'll have another 1-2. Annaball taking over for Anderson Comas, the starter. 6 innings, a 2-run ball, 2 hits, 4 walks, 7 Ks. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. Well, only one of those 2 runs earned from Comas tonight. A defensive mishap in the 5th plated Zinn. Here's the 2-2. And he shoots it back up the middle, a base hit. Zinn has been starting to really turn it on with the bat. His 2nd hit tonight. And he had a 6-game hit streak not too long ago. It was snapped a couple of contests before this one, but able to pick up a hit yesterday and continuing that success today. So the lineup turns over. Here comes Mason White. White 0 for 3 being plugged into the leadoff role tonight. 3 strikeouts. First pitch he sees misses outside, and the count 1-0. White batting .265 in his last 10 games with Evansville. And in those games, he's got 2 doubles, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Runner goes on the next pitch. Fastball outside. Throw to the bag in time. Zinn in total disbelief, putting his hands on his head, trying to say, Evan Kerr, are you kidding me? But the third base umpire was right there to make the call, and Zinn having some choice words while heading back to the dugout. So forget about the leadoff base runner. The caught stealing is the first out. Righty on lefty matchup. Annaball winds and fires, swing and a miss, and the count is 2-1 for White. White had those 2 homers in the last series against Joliet. The 2-1. He lines it back to the screen foul, count even at 2-2. And both of those homers came in the same game. Just the 4th Otter this year to have a multi-home run contest. Now the 2-2. And White stays alive, slapping that one back over the screen foul. Another 2-2 coming. Otters lead it 2-0 over New England in the 7th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it misses just a whisker downstairs, so the count now full. White has had an up and down season for Evansville. Started off red hot, fell into a slump, got hot again. Tough night today though, the 3-2. Breaking ball misses low. Well, he put together a good at-bat there. And he'll head down to first base, a one-out walk. That'll bring up Gary Mattis.
Second baseman, number 23.
Mattis 0 for 2. He walked in the third inning. 1 for 6 in his first 1.5 games back with Evansville. Righty on righty battle. From the right side of the rubber, Anibal's first pitch home is outside the zone. The count 1-0. Anibal gets way on the right side of that white mound up there. Next pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. He also works quickly on the rubber. His toe is almost off the rubber. Here's the 2-0. Bouncing ball, and Mattis checks his swing. Did he go up or hold up in time? No, he did not. Home plate umpire Miguel Cruz saying he went too far around. Mattis signed and activated yesterday. Anibal's pitch, runner goes to second, breaking ball high, throw to the bag, and it is not in time. White just able to get in there. And that's his 11th steal of the year on 12 tries. Anibal shaking off his catcher, Cristino. Now he gets one he likes. At the set, the pitch. Fastball at the knees, a called strike, and it's 3-2. Mattis began this year with the Lincoln Salt Dogs in the American Association. This is his 4th season with the club. Here's the payoff. And it's grounded down the third base line. Diving backhanded attempt by Attilis, and he will have no throw as he holds on to the baseball. An infield single as Mattis was gunning it down the line. It was a great effort to even keep that one from going to the outfield. Could have been extra bases otherwise. And now we'll have time called. Jared Edmondson, the manager, coming out. He will have a word with the reliever, Anibal. We'll take a short step aside on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network as we're going to have a pitching change. Edmondson calling for the bullpen, so a new reliever coming. When we come back, it is 2-0 Evansville in the 7th. Kyle Petrie on to pitch here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The situation he inherits. Runners on first and second for Evansville, and it's the 3-hole hitting David Mendham. Another southpaw that the Otters will face tonight. And Petrie from the stretch kicks and deals fastball way inside, and that almost hit Mendham. It did. Or hold on, it's a balk. So the pitch did not count. Yeah, that was a late balk call. Usually it happens right away, but Petrie didn't come to the set before throwing home the pitch. And so both runners advance. 2 ducks in the pond for Evansville. 1 gone. First pitch now to David Mendham. Misses inside and the count 1-0. Petrie taking over duties for Trevor Annaball, went a third of an inning. Allowed 2 hits and a walk, no Ks. He's responsible for both White on third and Mattis on second. The southpaw comes to the set. The pitch, swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by Mendham, and it's 1-1. Infield playing in for New England. They have had a tough go of it offensively, so every run matters. Petrie ready. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got another fastball by Mendham. And not too often you see Mendham tardy on the heater. But the count now 1-2. Now the pitch. Line back to the screen. And Mendham stays alive with 2 strikes. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Walked his last time up, and that extends his on-base streak again. Mendham now up to 21 games with that on-base streak. The 2-1, rather the 1-2, fastball misses outside. And that's a tie for his longest of the season. So if he's able to reach base again tomorrow, well, hold on. Mendham heading back to the dugout. He's out. What in the world was the call there? Well, Mendham coming back to the plate. He actually called time. Had to apply some pine tar to the bat. Next pitch, fastball high. I thought he was out maybe on a pitch clock violation or something to that extent, but took a slow walk back to the dugout. And he had a look at Miguel Cruz. I think that was just solidifying that he had time. The 3-2. Fastball high, ball 4. So a good at-bat from Mendham. And now it's Randy Bednar coming to the plate. Bases loaded for Evansville, 1 gone in the 7th as they lead it 2-0 over New England. Bednar 0 for 3, a couple of flyouts. He reached on an error in the 2nd inning. Chance to do some damage with the bat and perhaps put this ball game away the way the pitching staff has been for Evansville tonight. The southpaw deals, and it's a tip into the glove of Cristino, the count 0-1. Petrie into his first season of professional baseball. Had his first appearance with the club back on June 19th against the Ottawa Titans. Went 1 1/3 scoreless in that game. Now the 0-1. Fastball high. He began this season down in the Pecos League with the Alpine Cowboys. He's ready. And the 1-1. Fastball misses outside and high. And it's a 2-1 count now for Bednar. Back in college, Petrie saw time with 3 different schools. Began with the University of Chicago as a freshman. Here's the 2-1. And Bednar lifts this back over the screen. 2-2 now. Transferred to San Diego State for his sophomore year. And then finished at Georgia Gwinnett College. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. A big strikeout to set down Bednar. That's Bednar's 46th strikeout in his 45th game. So now it'll be Dakota Phillips coming to the plate. Well, this is probably the last guy that you want to see coming to the dish right now. Phillips 1 for 1, but he's reached base in all 3 plate appearances. His hit a home run in the 4th inning to begin the scoring tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's the first pitch, and the left-handed hitter watches a strike, 0-1. Phillips, 6 for 14 in his first 3.5 games with Evansville. Petrie comes to the set. He deals. Swing and a miss, and the count 0-2 to Phillips. Well, he'll be in protect mode now. Evansville a chance to split the game open. They garnered the bases loaded with 1 out. Bednar struck out, and here we are. Petrie comes to the set. The kick and the pitch. Fastball misses away, and the count 1-2. And the American Association earlier this season, Phillips didn't produce the way he has with Evansville. This is his home. Now the 1-2. And it's a breaking ball, low and outside. Cristino able to stop it before it goes back to the backstop, 2-2. Lefty on lefty matchup. The southpaw leans in. Glove at the chest. And the pitch. Tap back to the screen, foul. We'll have another 2-2 as the deuces remain wild. Wonder what that OPS will look like for Phillips after tonight. Reaching 3 times already, and that home run. Here comes the 2-2. And he taps this one off the glove of Cristino. Had a chance to end the inning, but Cristino couldn't hold on, and we'll have another 2-2. Evansville, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. New England, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors. Now the pitch. And Phillips hits this one a ton. High, deep to right center field, and it is off the wall. Here comes the 3rd run to the plate. The throw, not in time. A bases clearing double. Dakota Phillips does it again. And Evansville has blown the doors open on this one. They lead it 5-0. Just a couple of feet shy from the grand salami, but Phillips capitalizing, working along at bat, got a 2-2 that he liked and crushed it.
Designated hitter, number 5, Justin Felix.
White scores, Mattis scores, and Mendham scores. And this 7th inning will continue. It's Justin Felix coming to the plate. First pitch to the right-handed hitting designated hitter, strike 1. Felix 0 for 2. He laid down a sac bunt his last time up. 2 strikeouts tonight. The pitch home. Breaking ball inside. Well, 2 of those runs are going to get charged to Anibal, so the book closed on him. Going just a 1/3 of an inning, but Petrie will also get charged with the run from Mendham as he walked him. Now the 1-1. and it's lifted, fouling out of play to the right side. We'll try it at 1-2 for Felix. How long can Phillips keep this up for? My goodness, what a start he has had coming back to Evansville this year. The 1-2, and it's lined back to the screen foul. We'll have another 1-2 for Felix. Phillips has plated 4 of the 5 runs for Evansville tonight. He stands on second, 2 gone in the inning. Petrie comes to the set, and now the 1-2. Inside, that's behind Felix, goes back to the screen, and up to third base, Phillips on the wild pitch. That's the insurance that Evansville was looking for, and that might seal the fate for New England tonight. There's been some great pitching from Casey Delgado, Ryan Wiltsey, and John Beamer. It'll be interesting to see if Beamer comes back out of the bullpen. This has been a long bottom of the 7th, the 2-2. And it's a fastball that must have gotten a, well, I guess the count was 3-2. Scoreboard showed 2-2, but it's a walk to Felix. It was a pitch high and outside. So again, here comes Jared Edmondson. And he will make another call to the bullpen. The 3rd pitcher of the inning coming up when we come back. Evansville 5, New England nothing on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Alec Olin coming to bat here in the 7th inning, and it is runners at the corners for Evansville. They lead at 5-0 over New England. First pitch from Brendan Bell is in there for a strike, and the count 0-1. Well, it's the 3rd pitcher of the inning for New England. They have completely fallen apart. They are in shambles. And now the 0-1 pitch. Olin swings and misses, 0-2. 2 gone in the frame, but a Dakota Phillips bases clearing double has lifted the Otters ahead by a large margin. With the way the pitching staff is thrown tonight, you feel pretty confident about this one. The 0-2. Swung on, hit out toward deep right field, backing up Calero. He's at the track, and he will make the catch. That'll do it. here in the 7th inning. So Dakota Phillips drives in 3. Evansville leads New England 5-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Top of the 8th inning, John Beamer back on the rubber. He winds and fires first pitch, a bunt attempt down the third base line from Austin White, and that was a picture-perfect bunt. Couldn't have rolled it any better, and Mendham wasn't able to charge in time to have any kind of a good throw, and White, the speedster, with a bunt single. Well, that's one way to jumpstart the offense, and this New England team being shut out, a 5-0 advantage for Evansville. That's just their 5th hit of the game. They have struggled with the bats tonight. So now Beamer back working from the stretch. He kicks and deals the first pitch, a breaking ball on the outside half to Jake Boone, and the count is 0-1. It has just been a massacre pitching-wise for Evansville tonight, mowing down this New England roster. Now the 0-1 pitch. And Boone lines this shallow to second base, and Mattis there to make the catch. Tries to go to first to double up White, but it's not in time. So the soft line drive out will retire Boone. Here comes John Cristino. Cristino 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Beamer at 15 pitches. This is his 2nd inning of relief. Gave up a base hit in the last inning, but struck out 2, no damage done. He deals home. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1 to Cristino. Well, Cristino in danger of losing that 6-game hit streak. Now the 0-1 pitch, and it's a beautiful breaking ball from Beamer, and the count is 0-2. Beamer on the season into his 21st appearance. 1 game in the starting role this year. Now the 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 3 pitches, Cristino down on strikes, 2 outs in the 8th, and now it's Jalen Garcia coming up. Runner on first for New England, 5-0 Evansville. And that one start came in the last road series against Windy City. 26 1/3 innings on the year for Beamer. The pitch, and Garcia takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Beamer a 3.76 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. And including tonight, he now has 35 Ks to 12 walks. The right-hander deals. This is lined back to the screen foul. Runner was going, so White will retreat back to first base. And the count is 0-2 for Garcia. Evansville trying to even the series and force a rubber game tomorrow. Now they desperately need a series win. Here's the 0-2, runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Oh, watch out. The throw was high, so Mattis had to leap at second base. And he almost stepped on Austin White. I believe the two avoided a collision. Well, that would have been terrible because the spikes of the cleat of Mattis would have went right into White, but he seems to be okay. 7.5 in the books. Evansville 5, New England nothing on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network.
Leading off for the Evansville Otters, the catcher, number 12, Jake Green.
Brendan Bell back on the rubber, home half of the 8th inning, and for Evansville, it's 8-9-1 in the order. Jake Green digs in from the right side. Evansville with a 5-0 lead over New England. Bell, the right-hander, works from the stretch. His first pitch to Green. Fastball lined back over the screen, foul, 0-1. Bell spent some time with the Philadelphia Phillies, reaching single A with Clearwater back in 2021. The pitch, breaking ball, misses outside. He didn't see any action in the 2022 season, and last year he came back to professional baseball playing with Trois-Rivières in the Frontier League. Now the 1-1, and this is lifted the opposite way, out of play, and we'll try it at 1-2 for Green. With Clearwater, he had a 5.50 ERA. That was in 18 innings, and then he was released. The 1-2. And Green shoots this one out toward the left center gap. Charging is Garcia, but it's the center fielder, White, to call off the left fielder, and there's one gone. So that'll bring up Delvin Zinn, a 2-for-3 night. Zinn with a double and a single. Otters lead it 5-0 over New England. Here's the pitch to Zinn. Fastball at the knees, a called strike, although the baseball was dropped by Cristino. Let's go through some other scores in the Frontier League. Two Canadian teams battling it out, Quebec and Trois-Rivières. And the Capitals, a 5-4 winner. Lake Erie besting New Jersey 11-7. Next pitch away, and the count is 1-1. So Lake Erie winners in their last 5. Well, they will see Evansville next week. And the Crushers with another series win. That 1-1 fastball misses in. Tri-City, they have also caught a nice streak, besting the Sussex County Miners at the Joe. They're in a 6-game homestand right now. That will finish tomorrow. The pitch, and it misses inside. Tri-City, winners in their last 8 games. They were able to take down the Miners 5-4 again. New York battling Florence, series win for the Rocks. 3-1 pitch, misses downstairs to Zinn. He will walk. 10-8 win tonight in Pomona. A couple of high-scoring games with New York and Florence yesterday. That final score was a 16-5 game. Now it'll be Mason White coming to the plate, 0 for 3. He walked and scored his last time up in the 7th. Here comes the pitch from Bell. Fastball low, gets past the catcher Cristino, a pass ball, and that will allow Zinn to advance to second. Well, that one should have been caught by Cristino. Just getting lazy back there behind the plate. Also on the slate tonight, Washington winning over Windy City at home 7-3. Here's the 1-0 pitch to White. Fastball high. So Washington also winners in their last 4 games, and the Wild Things will see Evansville next week as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That's the next team on the slate after this series for the Otters. Now the 2-0 pitch. White grounds one over to second base. Boone up with it cleanly. Throw to first. 2 gone. Up to third base, Zinn, 190 feet from scoring in the 8th. And now coming to the plate, Gary Mattis. Mattis, 1 for 3 tonight, a single his last time up. He grounded to third, and Atiles, the third baseman, dove near the line, but he had no throw to first. So an infield hit. He also reached on a walk in the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And Mattis watches one low, the count 1-0. Ottawa besting Joliet 7-2. The Titans stay hot. They just took down Schaumburg in 2 out of 3 games on the road, so concluding their United States trip. Next pitch on the outside black, rather inside black, called the strike, 1-1. 7-2 finish there, in Ottawa playing their West Division teams here in this road series. The pitch tapped at the plate, foul, 1-2. Gateway leading Schaumburg 6-3, looking to take this series. That game's in the top of the 8th. Boy, Schaumburg has been in a bad way. And the Boomers are 3-7 in their last 10 games. Then you have this game tonight. The pitch, and it's a broken bat, ground ball back up the middle. Near second, DiSarcina has it. Throw to first, and they're able to beat Mattis by a half a step. That'll do it here in the 8th inning. One final chance for New England when we come back in the 9th. Evansville leads at 5-0 on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. Griff Hughes, the left-hander, will toe the rubber here in the 9th inning. Evansville with a 5-0 lead over New England. His first pitch is a breaking ball that misses a little bit low, and the count is 1-0 to Brady West. West bats left-handed. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a single. The wind in the pitch, breaking ball misses in. So the day is over for John Beamer. 2 innings, no runs, 2 hits, no walks, and 4 Ks. Got the team total up to 10 in the strikeouts department. 2-0 pitch, misses a little bit low. And it's 3-0 now for West. Hughes back onto the rubber. He's into the motion, the 3-0. Get me over strike. And the count is 3-1. Hughes threw 2 scoreless innings against Joliet in the series finale against the Slammers. Struck out 4 in a 6-up, 6-down performance. Now the 3-1. Breaking ball. Call the strike on the outside corner. West didn't like it, but the count now full. Hughes, a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, splitter. He's ready. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. From down in the count, 3-0, Hughes battles back, and he's able to throw 3 straight strikes to retire West. 11 team strikeouts for Evansville. And now it'll be Ramon Jimenez coming to the plate. Jimenez 0 for 2, a walk and a K. The pitch. Breaking ball misses low, the count 1-0. Bases empty, 1 gone in the 9th. Hughes winds and fires home. The 1-0 misses just a smidge downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Jimenez, a .236 hitter on this season. 3 homers, 18 RBIs. Now the 2-0. And it's at the knees, taken for a strike. 2-1 the count. Evansville looking for their 2nd shutout of the 2024 season. Now the 2-1. Breaking ball misses low, 3 balls and a strike. The combined arms of Casey Delgado, Ryan Wiltsey, John Beamer, and now Griff Hughes. They have all looked great tonight. Here's the 3-1. Fastball low, that one gets by the catcher Green. It'll head back to the screen, and it's a walk for Jimenez. So a 1-out base runner in the 9th. Here comes Keegan Calero. Otters lead it 5-0.
Right fielder 3, Keegan Calero.
Calero, 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. Lefty on righty battle. The southpaw comes to the set. And now the pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, the double play ball is in effect. So a twin killing could end the game. Casey Delgado, 3 innings as the starter. Gave up just a hit. Then Ryan Wiltsey followed up with 3 innings, 2 hits. Now the 0-1. On the inside corner, a called strike. We gave you the line for Beamer, but he went again 2 scoreless, and Hughes trying to throw a scoreless 9th. 0-2 count for Calero as he calls time. 5:05 first pitch tomorrow, and what will most likely be a rubber match. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball a little bit high. If you remember the last time Hughes towed the rubber, I told the story of how he gave me a bag of Cheetos on the bus. Don't worry, I returned the favor. Gave him a bigger bag of Cheetos, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Hughes, and now he will face Luis Satiles as the final out for New England tonight. 5-0 Evansville. Each team with 5 hits. New England with 2 errors. Evansville playing clean defensively. The pitch, breaking ball misses outside, and the count 1-0. Jimenez stands on first. J.R. DiSarcina on deck. Here's the 1-0 from Hughes. Fastball at the top of the zone, taken for a strike. Well, that was middle. That's the best pitch you're going to see. Not sure what Atiles was looking at. Now the pitch. Swung on, line back to the screen. 1-2 the count. New England down to their final strike. A lollipop throw back to Hughes on the mound as he gets a new baseball. He steps onto the rubber. He leans in. He gets the sign. Comes to the set. Glove at the belt. Here's his 1-2 pitch. Swung on, a ground ball to the left side, deep in the hole. Try to backhand it is Zinn, but he won't be able to get it. It's a weak single for Atiles, and this game will continue.
Shortstop for J.R. DiSarcina.
So now it's J.R. DiSarcina. Runners on first and second. Again, New England down to their final out. 2,784 people here to see this one. Based on our pre-sale tickets, we were really expecting great crowds throughout this weekend, but tell you what, we've had some really good crowds. Over 3,100 yesterday, and again, 2,784 tonight. Quick meeting between Green and Hughes is over. And now the first pitch. DiSarcina checks his swing, didn't go around, and the count is 1-0 on a fastball low. The set and the pitch. Swung on, lifted in the air towards left center field. Taking a few steps over is Bednar. He calls for it, makes the catch, ball game. Evansville wins this one 5-0 tonight over New England. They even the series and force a rubber match for tomorrow. The Evansville Otters winning their first game against the New England Knockouts in the second all-time meeting between these two clubs. And what a pitching night it was for the Otters, as we'll go through the recap and the box score coming your way on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network. The second shutout of the 2024 season for Evansville as they blanked the Knockouts by a score of 5-0. All the offense coming from Evansville, a solo homer from Dakota Phillips in the fourth inning to get things going. Evansville added another in the fifth. It was a leadoff double from Delvin Zinn. Then, after he moved to third on a fielder's choice from Gary Mattis, the throw back to third from the first baseman Brady West was thrown away, which allowed Zinn to come in and score unearned as it made it a 2-0 Otters lead. Then in the seventh, well, that's when the game was put to bed. A leadoff single from Delvin Zinn, followed by a walk from Mason White. Then a single from Gary Mattis, and the bases were loaded from David Mendham as he walked, as Zinn was thrown out in a caught stealing before that walk from Mendham. So then, after a strikeout and 2 outs in the inning, Dakota Phillips battled, and with a 2-2 pitch, he was able to line one toward right center in the gap, and he had a bases clearing double as he plated 3 to finalize the scoring at 5-0 for Evansville. The Otters, 5 runs, 4 earned on 5 hits, no errors in the field. They played clean defensively. They They left 9 men on base, and New England, no runs, 6 hits, 2 errors in the field, also 9 left on base. Taking the win, Ryan Wiltsey coming out of the bullpen, and let's talk about this pitching staff for Evansville tonight. They allowed just the 6 hits and 3 walks. They also struck out 12 knockouts. Complete domination out on the rubber as the starter Casey Delgado went 3 innings. Had a short pitch count tonight, only 40 pitches, but he gave up just a hit, 1 walk, 4 Ks. And again, no runs, as was everybody else tonight for Evansville. Ryan Wiltsey then came out of the bullpen, pitched 3 scoreless innings of his own, gave up 2 runs, a walk, and picked up 2 strikeouts with the win. He moves to 1-0. John Beamer then came out of the bullpen and pitched 2 innings as the second man in relief. Scoreless baseball, 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Then Griff Hughes in the 9th inning gave up a hit and a walk, but struck out 2. And of course, he allowed no runs. Taking the loss, Anderson Comas, a tough luck loss as the starter went 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits with 7 strikeouts and 4 walks. All things considered, it was a good day for him, but again, he will take the loss and drop to 0-1 on the year. Final time of today's game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. 2,784 people came out to see this one. It started at 86 degrees and sunny skies, and it finished with clear skies. 77 degrees are temperatures now. With the win, Evansville moves up to 20-30. They get to 20 wins in the regular season. With the loss, New England drops to 14-35. Evansville will have a rubber match tomorrow. They just had a rubber match in their last series against Joliet. They won it. Now they are 5-2, looking to go to 6-2 in rubber games tomorrow. You can catch all the action on Flow Sports and the Otters Digital Network with a 5:05 first pitch. And on the rubber, it will be Braden Scott taking on Liam O'Sullivan. Scott, 1-6, a 4.40 ERA this year, and O'Sullivan 2-5, a 5.56 ERA in 2024. That'll do it. One final time, your final score tonight. Evansville 5, New England nothing. I want to give a big thanks to the entire press box for working their butts off to make sure that they could provide a quality broadcast and experience for all the fans at the stadium and tuning in. And we want to give a shout out to you guys as well, tuning into tonight's game. Thank you for your valuable time. We hope you enjoyed the ride, and we hope to see you tomorrow as the Evansville Otters battle the New England Knockouts. Again, a 5:05 first pitch. Hope to see you there, but until then, please stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your night. And this is Kyle Chandler saying, God bless everybody.